When Trump has a bad day, we know Trump watches Fox and Friends and yells at the TV. But today he did the same thing, but we all got to listen in.
Unasked that question. You are answering a question no one has asked.
I would pay anything to know what he wrote inside that card that he definitely didn't actually get.
Hasn't read his wife's book. He's too busy. Not so busy he can't play golf on Sunday, but very, very busy.
Now, on the next leg of Trump's trip, which took him to the Vatican, Trump's hands really couldn't catch a break because this time, the First Lady gave him the old down low, too slow.
Ever seen a First Lady dodge a hand like Neo dodges bullets? Melania Trump's got moves that'd make the Matrix jealous. Jimmy Kimmel and Trevor Noah are breaking it down, frame by hilarious frame. From hair flips to code adjustments, Melania's got more escape tactics than a Houdini show. But what's she really running from? Stick around as we dive into the Trump's not-so-handy relationship. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now back to the video. Alright, buckle up because we're about to witness the birth of a hand-dodging legend. Remember that kid in school who always managed to avoid holding hands during dance class? Well, Melania Trump just took that skill and cranked it up to 11. It all started with that first public hand dodge. There was Donnie, reaching out like a toddler grabbing for candy, and Melania, smooth as silk, just casually adjusting her hair.
Now, on the next leg of Trump's trip, which took him to the Vatican, Trump's hands really couldn't catch a break because this time, the First Lady gave him the old down low, too slow.
Unasked that question. You are answering a question no one has asked. He slurs his words. He repeats the same stories over and over and over again. He's repeatedly promised to release his medical records, and of course he has not.
Coincidence? I think not. This wasn't just a fluke, my friends. This was the beginning of something beautiful. As time went on, Trump's attempts to grab Melania's hand became more frequent, and let's face it, more desperate. It was like watching a nature documentary where a clumsy lion tries to catch a gazelle, but the gazelle is wearing stilettos and has a perfect blowout. Jimmy Kimmel, always ready with the perfect analogy, described it as a game of "don't touch me." And boy, was Melania winning that game. But here's where it gets really interesting. Body language experts, who must have been having an absolute field day with this stuff, noticed something peculiar. It seemed like Melania had developed some kind of sixth sense, a built-in Trump radar, if you will. She could sense when that tiny hand was coming for her, and she was ready. Her techniques were truly something to behold. One moment, she'd be adjusting her hair. The next, she'd be fiddling with her coat.
When Trump has a bad day, we know Trump watches Fox and Friends and yells at the TV. But today he did the same thing, but we all got to listen in.
Over the past few weeks, she's been posting these little videos narrating excerpts from the book and presenting us with riddles to unfold. And then his teleprompter went out.
The teleprompter just went out.
It was like watching a magician perform sleight of hand, except instead of making a rabbit disappear, she was making Trump's attempts at affection vanish into thin air. And then came the moment of truth. Melania's first successful dodge. Was it planned? Was it just dumb luck? We may never know. But what we do know is that in that moment, a superpower was born. Melania had discovered her ability to sense incoming Trump hands from a mile away. Kimmel, never one to miss a comedic opportunity, likened Melania to the Muhammad Ali of avoiding physical contact. And let me tell you, that comparison is spot on. She floats like a butterfly, stings like a bee, and dodges hands like they're covered in kafef. Just when you thought Melania had mastered the art of hand dodging, she's gone and upped her game. Folks, we're witnessing the evolution of a true escape artist. Move over, Houdini. There's a new magician in town, and she's wearing stilettos. Our First Lady has been practicing her moves, and let me tell you, she's smoother than a greased penguin on an ice rink. Trump's tiny hands are grasping at nothing but air, and it's like watching a toddler try to catch a soap bubble. Spoiler alert, the bubble always wins. Melania's got a whole arsenal of tricks up her designer sleeves.
and openly tried to overturn the election. The other candidate isn't the first candidate and hasn't read his wife's book. He's too busy. Not so busy he can't play golf on Sunday, but very, very busy.
He can barely speak.
We just set another stock rocket.
He can read off a teleprompter.
Shifting production to Thailand.
And you could tell from the start that this was going to be special. I would pay anything to know what he wrote inside that card that he definitely didn't actually get.
First up, we've got the classic "oops, I dropped my purse" maneuver. Just as Trump's hand comes in for the kill, Melania suddenly remembers she'd left her keys in Narnia and dives for her bag. It's a move so smooth, even the Secret Service agents are taking notes. But wait, there's more! Melania's signature move, the sudden gust of wind hair fix, is a thing of beauty. As Trump's hand approaches, a mysterious breeze appears out of nowhere, and Melania's hair simply must be adjusted right that second. It's like she's got a weather machine hidden in her coat pocket. And speaking of coats, let's not forget the coat adjustment technique. Suddenly, Melania's perfectly tailored jacket needs immediate attention, leaving Trump's hand hanging in the air like a sad orange flag. But the pièce de résistance? The look-a-bird maneuver. Picture this. Trump's hand is incoming, the cameras are rolling, and suddenly Melania spots the most interesting pigeon in the history of pigeons. She turns her head away faster than you can say "cov fief," leaving Trump grasping at thin air and the audience picking their jaws up off the floor. Now you might be thinking, surely Trump's caught on by now. Oh, you sweet summer child. Our grumpy Trumpy is as persistent as he is orange. It's like watching a cat trying to catch a laser pointer. He just keeps coming back for more. But hold on to your toupees. The stakes are about to get higher. A big public event is on the horizon, and all eyes will be on the first couple. Can Melania keep her winning streak? Will Trump finally catch that elusive hand? It's the ultimate showdown, and I, for one, can't wait to see what new tricks Melania's got up her sleeve. Well, it looks like Melania Trump has added another title to her resume. The Houdini of the White House. Who knew that avoiding your husband's hand could become an Olympic sport? Trevor Noah joked that Melania's skills could come in handy at family reunions. Just picture it, he quipped, Uncle Bob's going in for a hug, and bam! Melania's halfway across the room, fixing her hair. But let's be real, Melania's mastery of the Trump dodge isn't just about avoiding sweaty palms. It's become a symbol of resistance in a pantsuit. Jimmy Kimmel put it best when he said, "She's not just dodging hands, she's dodging the whole dang presidency." So next time you're stuck in an awkward situation, channel your inner Melania. Who knows? You might just slither out of that company picnic faster than you can say, "I really don't care, do you?"